Whew, what up? Today is a PR kind of day. It's PR kind of weather, and I can't wait to share it with you. All right. Whew. Today was awesome. It was a great day to run. It was a great day to PR. The weather was beautiful. I'm just gonna tilt that just a little bit. Um, I crushed some goals today. My body felt really good. And it is nice that I'm not running in 80-degree heat, which is really nothing compared to Sacramento heat. But coming from the winter, it's hot. And so today it was like I think we were probably in the 50s today. And so 50s are just kind of is ideal running weather because your body has the ability to cool itself without having to use too much energy. And so the energy can be used towards running. When your body heats up or when the weather heats up, then your body struggles with cooling off. And so it has to exert more energy in trying to, again, turn on the air conditioner, as I've talked about in past videos. And so that means that it's less energy used for running. So today was a fantastic day. Let me see. Let's go over some numbers because I'm super excited. I had 3 PRs today, actually 4 PRs today. I ran my best 1 kilometer at 4 minutes flat. I had my best 1 mile time at 6:32. I think I shaved about 30 seconds off of my best time, which I kind of felt like I had that in me. I felt like I probably could have gone a little bit faster, but today was 1 mile, 6 1 mile intervals with a 400-meter recovery. And then it was bookended by a 1 mile warm up and a 1 mile cool down. So it was a 9.5 mile workout in total. And so I kind of had to save something in the tank. And then by the time I got to my 6th mile, I was about toasted. But I still had a pretty good time there. I had my best 5K time at 22 minutes flat. And so that was fantastic. I want to say I may have shaved off like a minute and some change. I can't remember, and it won't let me go back. It's kind of frustrating because I cleared it, and then it won't let me go back. And then I had my best 10K time at 45 minutes. I think I cut about 2.5 minutes off of my best time there. So feeling really good today. And so you have those days. It's kind of nice. I try not to get too high or too low. Um, in total, I averaged let's see, um, oh, I can't remember. I think it was about a 7:30. So my first mile was at 7:10, and this is the interesting thing. Uh, Based off of the marathon training book that I'm following, the goal was to keep my paces between 7:18 and 7:30. Um, and after the first mile, I went 7:10, and I was like, man, I'm feeling really good. I think I'm gonna push the envelope, and so I decided that at that point, I was like, I'm gonna make this a day where I'm gonna hit some PRs and kind of push the envelope and go outside the training book. I don't do that very often, but I'm going to go outside the training book because I feel so good and I just want to see what I can get to. My next mile was 7:53. My third mile was at 6:48. My fourth mile was at 6:38. My fifth mile was my best at 6:32. And then I was pretty much toasted. But even my 6th mile was at 6:51, which is almost 30 seconds off of what my pace time was supposed to be. This is considered a strength workout, which is a form of a speed workout. It's just designed for prolonged durations at a faster than marathon speed. And so, yeah, that was a goal. And so next week it's going to be 1.5 mile repeats. The week after that's 2 mile repeats, and then I'll have some 3 mile repeats. And then I think it works backwards from there, if I remember correctly. But of course, I'll be documenting these as we move along. But yeah, I mean, today was a fantastic day for running. Um, so excited. I forgot what I was going to talk about today. so, but yeah, I mean, I think that when it's all said and done, you guys, we have to be willing to put in the work. Oh, now I remember. We have to treat ourselves like an athlete. And so, what I mean by that, I mean, whether you're an athlete or not, you should be treating your body, you should be training your body, you should be fueling and feeding your body like you're an athlete. Whether you want to be the best in your career field, that has nothing to do with athletics. Um, it could be in business, it can be as a medical doctor. I think all medical doctors should be in really good shape. That's just my personal opinion. It's hard to trust a doctor that is not in good shape. Now, that's for general health, right? Like if I have a cancer or a tumor and they're going to go and they're going to use a machine or look at some of my blood work and go, hey, this is not looking good, like we need to do something, that's a whole different ball game. And we don't have a choice but to go see a doctor. But when it comes to health, nutrition, and diet, it's really hard for me to trust somebody that is a nutritionist or a dietitian or a doctor that's going to talk to me about chronic disease who they themselves are not in good, healthy shape. Now, I'm sorry if that offends you, if you're a medical doctor or a nutritionist or a dietitian and you're not in great shape, and I'm sorry if that offends you, but that's just the reality. That's my opinion, and I'm gonna stick with it. I have actually no problem saying it, because I think it's the truth. If you're gonna give someone advice about their health and their fitness, you yourself should be following that same advice. Otherwise, why are we giving that theoretical advice that you yourself have not actually put into practice? Um, but I regress. Um, when it comes to our bodies, we have to treat ourselves like athletes. I think it's really, really important because life is stressful. Work is stressful. Being a parent is stressful. Having relationships is stressful. And when we do not train our bodies and have essential coping mechanisms, which involves, in my opinion, a lot of deep breathing and reflection. And of course, if you're hangry or if your blood sugars are rising and dipping and falling outside the normal range, what's going to happen is that you're not going to have the emotional intelligence. You're not going to have one of my mentors, Steve Eckert, would say we want to stay in the green when it comes to emotions. We don't want to have these high highs and these low lows when it comes to our emotional state, because what it leads to is unpredictability or a lack of consistency. So if I'm unpredictable in my business and I have these ups and downs, which I've had plenty of in my life, don't get me wrong, the goal is to continue to fine tune that so that you have consistency. When you have consistency, then your clients, your business partners, your employees, the people that you're leading, will then know and understand that you're a consistent and predictable person. And a lot of people will say, well, that's boring. Well, that's okay. If your goal is to lead, if your goal is to be successful, predictability is important. And so maybe it's not so great when it comes to like a relationship with someone that wants to have a spontaneous life, but when it comes to being successful in life, when it comes to leading people, having a level of predictability and consistency is extremely important. And the way that we can do that is to have consistency and predictability in our day. Whether it's working out on a consistent basis, following some sort of a training plan, whether it's having a nutrition plan or having predictability of what time, when, and what you're eating, so that your body can be fueled and your body understands the predictability of your nature, because your body needs consistency too. It wants that consistency because our bodies are set up in a circadian rhythm. So there is a rhythm to our day. Night comes around the same time, morning comes around the same time. We have a certain amount of daylight that happens, we have a certain amount of darkness. And so predictability and consistency is extremely important. And that's one thing about treating your body like an athlete. Most high level athletes have predictability in their day. The most successful entrepreneurs, business owners, and leaders have predictability in their day. And that all starts with the basic habits of getting some sleep, having a consistent nutrition plan, having a consistent workout or fitness plan that is set up for you. So train your body like a high level athlete, you guys. Fuel your body like a high level athlete. Allow your body to recover like a high level athlete. Treat your body like an athlete. Whether your goal is to be an athlete or not, it doesn't matter. If you want to be successful, then those are the basic premises. Those are the things that I've learned growing up and training and trying to be a professional athlete, is that you need to have predictability in your day. All right. So have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Please click and subscribe down at the bottom if you found this helpful. And I'll be back with more on my next run. I got an easy run tomorrow and a tempo run on Friday. All right. Love you all. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for sharing some PRs with me. I appreciate you. Deuces.